had two experiences recently of gazing. One was with my husband, and there was a sense of overwhelming pain and sorrow and suffering that seemed to exceed the magnitude of his actual physical condition. The second experience of gazing was with a person here at the conference. And the feedback I got was that I frightened her, or she felt fear. And this I don't quite understand, although my husband says that people are afraid of me.
Yeah.
And there may be some growth opportunity there.
It's like who you really know who you are is not matching what other people are actually seeing. So if it's one person, well, okay, maybe you can kind of go, But if it's a lot of people, then it's not that what they're seeing is something that's blocking the essence of who you are. So when you were gazing with your husband, when you saw that pain, was that pain in him or did you see it in yourself?
I saw it in him.
In him.
And I saw it in the world.
Do you have a big pain body?
I have had a huge pain body that has been dissipated throughout the years.
Mm-hmm. But it's still there.
I don't sense it there.
You don't? Okay. Do you feel anger at all?
No, I feel for the first time in my life myself that I'm connected with the universe.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes when the people that we are closest to and the people that we have known, even if you've managed to let go of the pain body, they still may see you in that way, but that's their thing. So what I want to know from you is, how do you feel internally? If you were to express yourself right now, what would you say?
If I would what to myself?
Express yourself right now.
Oh, I would say that I'm connected to the earth. I would feel that my body is at ease. I feel a little fatigued from the activities of the retreat, the intensity of Eckhart's talks. I feel that they activate some part of my pain body because the pain body doesn't want to hear that much truth at one time.
So that's the disconnect. That's the disconnect. Because what I'm hearing you say is that you feel, I can't even remember the word you use now, at peace, I was just more or less feeling your energy out, and I'm already feeling the energy isn't matching here. The energy isn't matching to what your words are saying. And then you turned around and then you said that you feel the pain body. And that's what's coming out. And instead of having it it's almost like you're covering up, trying to cover up with this nicety of saying, okay, I'm at peace. And you may feel, and it's not that you don't feel that. There is somewhere in there that. But perhaps what people then see is that pain body that's still there. So I'm wondering whether you can accept this pain body that is there. And sometimes also, I have to stand up. I've been sitting a lot. I feel like, to be congruent and to be whole, it all has to kind of match and come together. Like if we're hiding that pain body because we don't want anyone to see it, we're actually just really fooling ourselves, because people who are very sensitive will be able to feel that. And you are able to feel that also in other people, because you said that you felt it, the world is in pain. It's not separate from us. So you do feel that. You're quite intuitive. And so some of that pain could be your pain body. It can be also the collective pain body that unfortunately and fortunately some people are more in tune with and can feel and carry. I'm actually one of them too. So it can sometimes feel quite painful. But you have to learn to discern between what is your pain body and what is the collective pain body, so that you don't end up taking it personally. And accept this world that is in pain. Because through that acceptance lies the transformation and the transcending of the pain body. I'll give you an example. And I've said this example before, so those of you who have heard it can hear it again. So I went to Starbucks one day to have a cup of tea. And it wasn't full, but where I chose to sit down was next to, or very close by, next to a young girl and what appeared to be her father. He was an older man. And as soon as I sat down, I could feel the energy. She was very angry, very upset. And I thought, well, maybe I should get up and move. But my body just stayed there. I was present. Okay, my body's not moving. I guess I'm just staying here. And all I can do is just feel this energy that was coming off. So I just stayed present, drank my tea. And as I stayed present with this energy in my body, I felt this, it's almost like this energy ball just exploded. It just went poof. And the moment that it poof, she started laughing. And then I understood what Eckhart meant, how we can help to dissolve somebody's pain body just by staying present. But if you are one of those who are so sensitive, that's just one. And I could feel, because I understand what you mean when you say you feel the world sometime. That gets to be a lot. And maybe sometimes people can feel that in you because you haven't learned how to really be aware and process it through awareness. And it can sometimes be a lot. And this is why I sometimes end up spending a lot of time alone, because it can be challenging to always constantly feel. When I recognized and first learned of this ability, I started to think. That's how I escaped from it. And I discovered that that's what I did, and I did that from a very young child, is one day I was in a place, a crowded place, where there were lots of different energies, and I was just feeling overwhelmed by this energy, and I was just watching it and being aware of it. And then I just saw my mind just start to think. And that was my way out. And I went, holy cow. I started this habit from a very young age so I can get away from all this energy that was just all-consuming sometimes, very, very strong. So I don't want to think anymore, right? So I thought, okay, what is it that I can do? I could do a lot of the Qigong, a lot of the clearing off the energy. But then one day I know of this psychic woman, and she says she has to spend a lot of time alone because she just picks up everywhere. And I went, huh, I like to be alone. That's what I'll do. I'll just spend my time alone. That's fine. It's not a problem. And in that time of aloneness, we gather that energy up within ourselves and that reserve of just to let go of our own pain body, to dissolve what's there, and just be that empty vessel. And when we're that empty vessel, can go out. Okay, just be conscious when it gets to be, this is where awareness comes in. We're aware of our body, aware of the inner body, aware of what's happening, the energy around us, that we can then just go, okay, I've had enough, I've got to go. So it's taking care of ourselves. But I can still feel and sense in you that there is some resistance to processing whatever residual pain body you have in you. Is that correct?
There may be something blocking further processing. As you say, it seemed to ring a bell. I feel like an M&M with a surface that's impenetrable, but yet soft on the inside.
Can I stop you for a moment here and let's just go to this block. Because this block is what is stopping you from really coming out and for people seeing the essence of who you are, your softness.
Right.
That softness. Because you're like, what do you mean people are afraid of me? I feel like as if I'm like this really soft little bunny inside. But you still got that hard shell. And that's the hard shell of the pain body that now you can be aware of and consciously choose to dissolve every time that you're aware of it. And it's not to say that this hard shell is a bad thing. It is not a bad thing, but it is stopping you from really relating to people now. So you know that it's not so useful. And there may be a time that you have to bring it up and it will be useful. So you've got that. But now you can choose to begin to let that go. So let go of that block. What happens if you would let go of that block? Let go of that block now and what's underneath. Feel in your body that block and allow that energy to move and dissipate through you. Don't think about it. You go in and you feel, because you said that there's a block. That softness comes from not the mind, but that which is in you. That little girl, your essence, your spirit, that is very much a yin quality. But you show the yang because you're never going to let him break you. So stay with that within yourself this evening and just, uncover that. Allow the light to shine. Allow your light to shine, your inner beauty, because it's there.